If you are new to the channel, then subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for further notification.
Okay student, welcome you all to this new lecture in machine series. So today again we will be solving 6 questions starting from question number 198 to question number 203. Okay, then let's try to solve these 6 questions. If you come to 198, what is asked here in the figure shows per phase equivalent circuit of 2-pole 3-phase induction motor operating 50 Hz. The air gap voltage Vg is given. The magnetizing inductance across the magnet it is 210. Okay, this is given 210. The slip S is 0.05. The torque produced by the motor. Now you know the torque formula, that original formula E2 by R2 square, where we use this one. So this actually this is the I square R, whatever we calculate, that is I square R. I told you I2 square R is equal to your torque. So this E actually we take because this rotor current 3I square R is equal to T into omega, that we always use this one. So that's why we will use this is the voltage. If this is the voltage, then this plus this will come into the picture. So and then in case in X also this plus this will X, in rotor R this plus this, but because this voltage is come, only this will come into the picture. Torque will be equal to 3 into 60 because I will be writing in RPM and this is your NS. Okay, let me write the formula first. S into E2 square divided by R2 square into S square x20 square into R2. So it will be 3 into 60 by 2 pi. What is NS here? 2 pole. So 120 into 50 by 2, that is 3000. So it is 3000 into S is given 0.05. E2 is 210 whole square. And this is 0.05 R2 square plus S square is 0.05 square into 0.22 square. Put all these values. Don't think it is actually R2 by S, so you put that R2. Actually these, once you put R2 by S square, then that S comes in the numerator, so don't get and divide by this one. So final answer is this one. This is R2 0.05. This is R2 by S. Don't think that this is resistance. That has been already taken care of in the formula. So if you put all these things in this equation, you will find your answer is 410.68 Newton meter. Next, if you come to question number 199, in constant V by F induction motor that the slip at maximum torque is directly proportional to the synchronous speed, remains at constant with synchronous speed, has inverse relation with synchronous speed, has no relation with this one. So the slip at maximum torque. So if you write the equation for maximum torque, T max, what is the formula? 3 into 60 by 2 pi ns into S max E2 square 2 into R2 square into R2. Okay, so instead of writing it R2 square, let me write it, because it is V by F, because E is also changing. So let me bring it X here. So you can write it some constant by NS into SM into, instead of E2 what, because it is R2 square plus S square x20, and at maximum it is, both these are equal. So you can write it 2 S max square into x20 square. Why I am writing, so I'll mention it here. This will get cancelled. Final expression you will get T max equal to K by NS into E2 by, because this X is directly proportional to F. So you can write it E by F whole square, some constant into again. Rest of the things 2 pi again you think are constant. And R2, 2 is, these are all constant, you can remember, then SM. Now you can think. So this is also constant because V by F is constant, so E2 by F will be constant. So now everything is constant, this is also constant, so your S max into NS becomes a constant. So if you increase this one, this is decreased, this should be decreased. So they are inverse relation, not direct relation. That means your option C. So if you come to question number 200, the starting line current of a 415 volt 3-phase delta connected induction motor is 120 ampere. When rated voltage is applied to a stator winding, the starting line current at a reduced voltage of 110 in ampere will be equal. So same, it is delta connected. So instead of applying 415, you are applying 110. So it is directly proportional. There is no, if you give more voltage, more current will come. Starting current. So starting current, this is directly proportional. Why starting current is directly proportional? Because it is only V by that X it will come. If you see the approximate diagram, so it is, so in case of in starting, this is negligible, so you neglect this one because this current is the main current, and this is R2 by S. At starting it is 1, so it will look like because this value will be less, because this value will be very less. When S is less, when motor starts peak, then S becomes less, then it's keep on increasing. So in that case current get reduced. So in the starting this branch current will come. So this is directly proportional to your applied voltage. So if you are applying 415, then you are getting 120. If you apply 110, how much you will get? So that is your answer. 110 into 120 divided by 415, 31.80. So this is your answer. If you come to 201, a 4-pole induction machine is working as an induction generator. The generator is supplying a frequency of 60. The rotor frequency is 5 Hz. The mechanical speed of the rotor. So you know rotor frequency is equal to S into stator frequency. So it is given 5 is equal to S into 60. So you can calculate your S is equal to 5 by 60, that is 1 by 12. So now we can find rotor speed also, because Ns equal to here 120 into 5 by 4. So it is 1500 and S is equal to 1500. So Nr will be equal to 1500 into 1 minus 1 by 12. And one more thing, is working as a generator. So if it is a generator, then rotor speed will be more than synchronous speed. So it will be 1 plus. Sorry, it was 60 Hz. So it is 1800. So answer is 1950 RPM. So that is your answer. Next, if you come to 202, a 3-phase 4-pole 400 volt 50 Hz squirrel cage induction motor is operating at a slip of this. The speed of the rotor flux in mechanical radian per second sensed by stationary observer is closest to. So what is the speed of rotor flux? I told you the rotor is rotating at that rotor speed ns, and on top of that the rotor field is rotating with that slip s into f, that is with fr frequency. That ultimately if you come from this side, it is rotating at nr plus this s into ns speed. So ultimately it is looking like that. From outside it will look like at ns only. So what is ns here? But it should be written in radian per second. That you have to be careful. So if I write it 120 f by 4, that is 1500 rpm, but 1500 is not answer. You have to write it in radian per second. So it will be 2 pi by 60. So it will be 157.07, because from outside it will look like it is rotating at, both the field are rotating at synchronous speed only. Next, if you come to 203, a star connected 12.5 800 kilowatt 208 line voltage 3-phase 60 Hz squirrel cage induction motor has the following equivalence per phase parameters per phase referred to stationary: R1, R2, X1, X2. Neglect shunt branch of the equivalent circuit. The starting current of the motor when connected to 80 volt 20 Hz 3-phase AC source. So what will be your starting current? If you see your branch, this one, this drawing. So per phase it is line voltage is 80. So per phase it will be 80 by root 3 divided by E by Z square. So what is Z? Z will be equal to 0.3 plus 0.3, that is 0.6 square. And X will not be here 0.41 plus 0.41, because X is equal to 12.2 into 0.41, 0.82, but this is for 50 Hz. Now because you are giving 20 Hz, it will come down. So 0.82 is for 50 Hz. So if you give 20, how much it will be? So this one will be equal to, if you solve it, you will get it is 0.2733. So you put it 0.2733. So that change you have to do, because X is here changing, because you have changed your frequency. So it will be 70.05 ampere. So that is your answer.
If you like the video, then press the like button and please give your valuable comments in the comment section.